Hey YouTube, it's Jen, and I am coming at you this month. Today specifically, I know it's not Thursday, right? It's Tuesday. Um, it is officially my 3-month Surgeversary. So I'm excited because I took some pictures that I normally take on the 27th of each month since February. And as I was taking these pictures, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I am still really huge and what am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. So I was reluctant to take them, but I took them. I promised myself that I would, only so that way I have something to look back on as I progress down the year and future years. So as I was taking them, I decided to put them today in a collage, starting with the very first one that I took, which was the day of surgery, and I took one in April, so I decided to use that one in today's, and I put them all together. I'm taking this. There's 3 shots, um, and I'm like blown away because even though today I didn't see in the mirror what I really wanted to see, which is probably what everybody wants to see, is super skinny now, and but when I put them together, I could see the progression right away from day 1 to week 12, 13ish. I, it's humbling in a way because I am in that constant, I still think fat. I still think, I still gravitate toward the plus size section, and I still gravitate, how I deal with people, the defenses and the walls. I still do that. So, I mean, my body is physically changing, but mentally I'm still stuck. So, these pictures today, seeing them, how I saw them, really kind of, it's humbling. So, I suggest anyone out there who's watching, who is not taking pictures, who is not vlogging, who is not, who's just kind of going through the motions, which is absolutely fine, but I really recommend you take some type of photo documentation so that way you can see that. So when you are having one of those days where you feel fat, you can look back and remind yourself that you're not fat, not anymore. And that it's okay that we have all those days like that it's okay and it's normal and it's part of the process and it's part of the journey. So, okay, on a different note, I wanted to show you really quick a couple of my reading materials that are weight loss related. Um, a couple of these I got right before surgery. I saw on other people's vlogs. Less than Sarah did something similar. And a couple other. So I got all my books on Amazon. So if you're interested, I will post the titles to them, and you can go ahead and look them up on Amazon fairly cheap. I think one of my books, the most, was like $20. So this one right here, Weight Loss Surgery Cookbook for Dummies. This is a great, great book. And in the book, it has a bunch of like steps, and it goes through, processes. And I can even read it. This friendly hands-on guide is all about what foods to buy, how to prepare them, and how to enjoy nutritious post-surgery diet. It helps you solidify new eating habits and enjoy some new recipes, as well as better understand nutrition and your food intake so that you can maintain your weight loss long after surgery. This is a great one. So, okay. This one I got as like a cookbook, recipes for, sorry guys, for life after weight loss surgery. It's been updated, as you can see. There was one out previous, but I mean, look, it has pictures and recipes, but I'm sorry guys, pictures are my thing. If there's a recipe and it's just a list of ingredients and directions, that's great, but for me, I want to see what I'm supposed to be eating. For whatever reason, that helps me. It's like food porn, I guess. Oh, this is my very first book, my very, very first one. Everything Post Weight Loss Surgery Cookbook. It's not just a cookbook. It actually, the first like 4 or 5 chapters in this book go over the types of surgeries, things to kind of watch out for, all that stuff. And then it has the phases in there, like your liquid, your pureed phase in here. So this is a really, really good book. I would totally get this one. This one just came today. I have the other one to this and I couldn't find it, but it's the Bariatric Foodie's Guide to Shakes or something, I forget. But this one came today, the Bariatric Foodie Breakfast book. It doesn't have a, crazy ton amount of pictures. Actually, there's no pictures, but it's a really easy read and it's tons of recipes for breakfast that you can even use for dinner or lunch. For me, breakfast seems to be a huge issue. I wake up in the morning, my stomach is like sour, and someone gave me a tip that, or even a trick that if you drink some, a couple sips of warm tea, that'll kind of help. And it has helped, but I'm still finding it really difficult to find things to eat in the morning. Lunch and dinner, I seem to be able to just eat, stuff that I'm supposed to eat, but it's just easier. So I was going to give this a read and see what I can find out. But if any of you guys were curious about books or, stuff like that, I mean, there's so much information out there on the internet, and sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out what information should you really take for granted and what information should you really take with a grain of salt. And the best advice that I could give you is, if you're ever in doubt, call your nurse practitioner or your surgeon's office. I mean, we have a huge team that kind of comes along with surgery, so it would be silly not to utilize those if you have them. But these books are really great. They're written, all of them are written by people who've had surgeries. They're licensed and all that. So, I mean, it's really good to read up. But, again, if there's any questions, anything that you think you should not have, even though it may say, oh, in this phase you can have this, but you're thinking, well, my doctor said I shouldn't do this, then your doctors or surgeons, nurse practitioners' orders always trump whatever, is said. So, I guess that's it. I really didn't have much to do, and you probably noticed I'm wearing the same shirt I wore yesterday. It's washed, it's clean. I'm actually going to lift weights in about an hour, so I like to fit into the gym. It's my swim challenge. Yeah. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Bye.